basketball. We're a little late getting started because there was a girls' game that preceded this, in which Bracken County's girls destroyed Villa Madonna by nearly 50 points. So we're a little late getting started, but we'll get started and get this one underway here very shortly. Stay with us. We're going to come back and talk to head coach Adam Reed of the Bracken County Polar Bears, one of my favorite nicknames. My favorite, obviously, is Tomcats. I love Timberwolves out of Spring Valley, and I love Polar Bears. I don't know, I just like it. They got a great great big Polar Bears. One at one end of the gym and one right behind me. Just a neat name. You don't hear it very often, so that's the way it is. All right, we'll come back and talk to Adam Reed, head coach of the Bracken County Polar Bears, in just a moment. Stay with us here on B97.
Hey! A rebel took to the streets. He recruited others to join him. They quit their jobs, left their families, and swore allegiance to him. They roamed the hood, challenged authority, and made a lot of people uneasy. Community leaders feared them. Religious leaders abhorred them. Law enforcement labeled them outlaws. We have to shut them down, they said. Get them off the streets. Protect our communities from these troublemakers. But they weren't part of a gang spreading hate and terror. They were spreading love.
Jesus was wrongly judged. He gets us, all of us. Visit HeGetsUs.com.
The Twinkling Sugar Plum Fairy joins an army of toy soldiers in Clara's dream during Carolina Ballet's The Nutcracker. Presented by PNC Bank, magician Rick Thomas brings his magic to the stage in this must-see tradition that reminds us holidays are a time where we gather and dreams come true. Come dream again with Carolina Ballet's Nutcracker, December 10th and 11th at DPAC, and select dates December 16th through the 24th at Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Get your tickets at carolinaballet.com.
Looking for a job? Want flexible hours? Then it's Bow Time. Bojangles is now hiring all positions. Come join our rapidly expanding team. Apply in person at any Triangle area Bojangles or apply online at join.bojanglesrdu.com. That's join.bojanglesrdu.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Eager to work and motivated to succeed? Then it's Bow Time. Bojangles is an equal opportunity drug-free employer.
Now, back to the Tomcats pregame show on B97.
Coach Adam Reed, tonight it's Ashland and Bracken County, and boy, we had quite a game at Ashland last year, did we not?
Yeah, it was fun. I know I was really wanting to see Colin and Cole.
Yeah.
I've known them for a while, but they was both out with injuries. But Ethan and Xander and the crew, they it was a good fought game.
Yeah.
Went to overtime. It was fun basketball.
Yes, it was. Let's talk about your team. You got darn near everybody back this year, and I know you're shooting for big things. How you like your team so far?
I love our guys. It's another year, another year of growth, and just how smart we've been playing. 9 turnovers against Covenant Catholic, 4 turnovers in our last game. I feel like that's a crutch for us because we don't have the size to bang on the glass.
Right.
But if we can take care of the basketball and not turn over, then we can limit those other guys' possessions. So we're excited. We just, this is a big game for us moving forward. It's really the staple game of our season so far because I know that Ashland is a powerhouse in the state. 3 or 4 years in a row they've been to Rupp. If we can show that we do belong with those type of caliber teams, then that means a lot for our program. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay. But even though it's early in the season, there's some things I know you want to improve on. What would that be?
The things we want to improve, we just want to be more crisp. We want to be more solid with our offense, and we want to be able to, when we play these guys, we want to be able to run our stuff. And if our stuff's not good enough, then we need to go back to the drawing board and find some stuff that works.
Exactly.
So that's where we're at. We just want to make sure that crunch time, I watched the state tournament last year, and it is a half-court game.
Yeah.
You got to be able to run your stuff in the half court and execute. So that's where we're at. We really want to see if we're good enough.
Okay, let's talk about Ashland. What do you know about them?
I know Coach Mays and his crew over there, and I know Coach Mays got let go, but I'm sure his fingerprints are all over this Ashland bunch.
You're right.
And I know the assistant coach. I can't think of his name right. Oh man, he's a great guy. He's a really, really good guy. I had some run-ins with him when we went up to Ashland summer camp.
Yeah.
So he's perfect for the role. I know Xander, and I know the Conway kid shoots his lights out. I know they got the Reese kid from Boyd who gave us fits 2 years ago up at that Ashland team camp. So, I mean, they're solid. I know they're going to be a really good basketball team. I know they're going to run their stuff. They're going to execute. They're going to do everything they need to do to win the ball game.
Okay. Just to get away from this for a minute, this 10th region, we had the opportunity, and I'm not sure it's an opportunity to see Clark County the other night, and boy, they're good. But what's this region look like?
They're the top dog. GRCs are really good. Coach Cooks does a great job over there. And then you got, Brian Kirk and Mason County and Campbell County. You can't never count Campbell County out with Coach up the street, up the road here. He's one of the best in the state. So, and then you got us. I think we're right around that 3-4 spot right now, trying to prove that we belong. Sure. And that's the thing. We have to prove that we belong with these guys, and this game it means a lot to us. It was a great run for you. You got all the way to the region final last year. Yes, sir. We lost in the district, or we had to draw the GRC first round. So it all worked out for us. But getting to play in those games, the Campbells and the Harrisons and the GRCs, 2 or 3 times a year because of our scheduling and making it that far, it's done nothing but help us. All right. Well, good luck tonight and throughout the year. Absolutely, sir. It's good seeing you. Good to see you. Coach Adam Reed of Bracken County back in a moment on B97.
Looking for a job? Want flexible hours? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is now hiring all positions. Come join our rapidly expanding team. Apply in person at any Triangle area Bojangles or apply online at join.bojanglesrdu.com. That's join.bojanglesrdu.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Eager to work and motivated to succeed? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is an equal opportunity drug-free employer.
The Twinkling Sugar Plum Fairy joins an army of toy soldiers in Clara's dream during Carolina Ballet's The Nutcracker. Presented by PNC Bank, magician Rick Thomas brings his magic to the stage in this must-see tradition that reminds us holidays are a time where we gather and dreams come true. Come dream again with Carolina Ballet's Nutcracker, December 10th and 11th at DPAC, and select dates December 16th through the 24th at Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Get your tickets at carolinaballet.com.
Cartier, Rolex, Gucci, Prada, Jordan, Adidas, Bottega Veneta. At eBay, it's real or it's getting the fake out. eBay's team of luxury authenticators make sure that you never get faked over. Watches inspected by watch aficionados, sneakers checked by legit sneakerheads, handbags examined by handbag connoisseurs, and jewelry in the scopes of expert gemologists. The details inspected, the fakes rejected. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal with eBay's authenticity guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
32 nations, 64 matches, and one destination, X1. Tune in to the FIFA World Cup on Fox and FS1 with X1, so you don't miss a goal, save, or epic moment from this year's tournament. We've got live matches, highlights, and recaps. Plus, when your team scores, celebrate by turning up iHeartRadio's Jock Jams music playlist and hear all your favorite stadium anthems. Xfinity is everyone's World Cup destination. Say World Cup into your Xfinity voice remote.
Now, back to the Tomcats pregame show on B97.
Coach Ryan Bonner, tonight it's on the road again. Here we are in Bracken County, and I just talked to Coach Reed. We had quite a shootout at the Anderson Gym last year with this bunch.
Yes, we did. Overtime victory for us. And if I remember correctly, Ethan Sellers and the Blake Reed kid just went back and forth, basket. It was a really exciting basketball game and a lot of offense. And I would anticipate the same thing this evening.
Okay, well, that's what I was going to ask you. My first question, though, is big win on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
You we're in total control and basically coached it in for the win. And I talked about a little bit after the game. How do you bring them down out of the clouds? How do you get them back down to earth?
It starts on the practice floor. We got them in the next day and got a ton of shots up. And then last night we had a really focused practice that was kind of centered around our game prep tonight, which is really kind of similar to our preparation for Boyd County. But you know, it's tough, you know, coming off a game of that magnitude and riding that high. And, you know, I told them the next day after school was out, I said, you know, guys, you got your handshakes and your pats on the back, and now it's time we got to get ready for Bracken. And, you know, one of the good things, our schedule is extremely tough, but one of the good things about it is that there really is no time to look back at what happened or how exciting the win was. You know, it's okay to enjoy that in the moment, but we have to focus on what's in front of us.
What did you like about our team on Tuesday night?
I loved our poise. I thought we played very composed, and I thought that was one of the determining factors in the game. I loved our effort on the defensive end. And I love the fact that we shot the ball with confidence, and I love the fact that Race the Board was doing such a good job of playing downhill and scoring, but also creating for others. So there was a lot of good takeaways. I know I mentioned this after the game. Our fourth quarter got a little sloppy ball handling wise. I thought we got a little too loose with it. But there was a lot of good takeaways from that game for sure.
One thing I noticed was, you know, they'd make a run of maybe outscore you 5-1 or 6-2 or whatever, but we always answered the bell. We always met the challenge.
Yeah, it seems like every game their execution offensively has gotten a little bit better, and that's the goal. And that's something. You know, one of the takeaways from that GRC game and that Great Crossings game was that offensively we got to execute with more precision. And it seems like each game they're getting better and better and taking their execution more seriously.
Okay. Bracken County tonight, well, no secret. We know what they do. They're going to shoot it and shoot it and shoot it.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's similar to our prep for Boyd County. They're shooting almost half of their field goal attempts are coming from the 3-point line. I think they're averaging 9.3 makes per game, which Boyd was averaging 10.3 makes per game. And then, so we have to center our game plan around taking away that 3-point shot. But one of the things they do really well is they also get to the rim.
Okay.
So you know we'll have to make sure that we're plugging up those gaps to eliminate those driving lanes. And you know our whole philosophy is no threes, no layups, tough twos, and that's really not going to waver, not tonight.
Yeah.
As far as an actual game prep goes, it's very similar to Boyd County.
Okay. Are you able to play man, or are we going to have to play that zone, or maybe a mix of both?
We'll play a little bit of both, but I was really encouraged by the way we played our 2-3 zone against Boyd. I thought it was very effective. I thought it kind of stunned them. And one of the things that was really good about it is that we played zone the majority of that game, but we still won the rebounding battle.
Right.
Quite significantly. I think we beat them by 10 on the glass. So as long as we're able to take away the three and rebound the basketball out of that zone, I don't foresee us coming out of it.
Okay. Good luck. See you after the game.
Thank you, Dickie.
Coach Ryan Bonner of the Tomcats back in a moment on B97.
The Twinkling Sugar Plum Fairy joins an army of toy soldiers in Clara's dream during Carolina Ballet's The Nutcracker. Presented by PNC Bank, magician Rick Thomas brings his magic to the stage in this must-see tradition that reminds us holidays are a time where we gather and dreams come true. Come dream again with Carolina Ballet's Nutcracker, December 10th and 11th at DPAC, and select dates December 16th through the 24th at Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Get your tickets at carolinaballet.com.
Looking for a job? Want flexible hours? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is now hiring all positions. Come join our rapidly expanding team. Apply in person at any Triangle area Bojangles or apply online at join.bojanglesrdu.com. That's join.bojanglesrdu.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Eager to work and motivated to succeed? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is an equal opportunity drug-free employer.
Cartier, Rolex, Gucci, Prada, Jordan, Adidas, Bottega Veneta. At eBay, it's real or it's getting the fake out. eBay's team of luxury authenticators make sure that you never get faked over. Watches inspected by watch aficionados, sneakers checked by legit sneakerheads, handbags examined by handbag connoisseurs, and jewelry in the scopes of expert gemologists. The details inspected, the fakes rejected. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal with eBay's authenticity guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
I'm here with Monica Rivera from United Healthcare. Monica, what's something people might not know about Medicaid?
Medicaid is a type of health insurance that varies by state and covers approximately 1 in 5 Americans. It's available to low-income individuals and families, as well as some pregnant women, children, and people with some disabilities. In fact, Medicaid provides health coverage to 37 million children. It's often offered at no cost or at a lower cost to you.
Who might not realize they're eligible for Medicaid?
Medicaid may be available to you, even if you're working, in school, or turning 26 and coming off your parents' insurance. It provides the security you need when you need it the most, often when you're going through a big life change, such as pregnancy or loss of work.
Why is it important for individuals to maintain health care coverage?
Everyone deserves high-quality care at every stage of life. Lack of insurance and costs are a big reason why people miss preventative appointments or even critical prenatal care. Take control of your health today. To learn more about Medicaid and other options, visit MedicaidHelper.com.
It's time for Ashland Tomcats basketball on B97. Now here's the voice of the Tomcats, Dickie Martin.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Brooksville, Kentucky, right here in Bracken County. And it's good to have you along on this Friday night. The Tomcats at 3-2, a win Tuesday night over Boyd County, and the Bracken County Polar Bears are 5-1. They've won 5 of their first 6, losing only to Covington Catholic here at home. Ryan Bonner in his first year, Adam Reed in his 4th year at the helm here at Bracken County. And the Tomcats going after win number 2,079 tonight, as they are the winningest high school basketball team in the state of Kentucky in their 114th year of playing basketball. Xander Carter now stands with 959 points. So he is closing in on 1,000. If he doesn't get it today or tomorrow, he'll get it next week when we go to Pikeville, and we'll talk about that at halftime. The Pikeville Invitational Tournament and the Ashland Invitational Tournament are our next games. The Tomcats in Pikeville next week for 3 games, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the following week, of course, the AIT will start, and we'll play 3 games that week. So we got 6 more games left here in December. Tomcats are back on the floor, as are the Polar Bears from Bracken County. Before we go into further, we got a couple of old Tomcats here tonight. Mark Littoral, who used to coach, assistant coach at Ashland for our girls team, is here tonight with his son, Tim. Good to have them along. And I want to say a special happy birthday to my granddaughter, Quinn. She will be turning 8 on Monday. And a happy birthday to my granddaughter, Quinn, who's turning 8 on Monday. And a special hello to Bobby Jack Faulkner, whose birthday is also coming up. And I got that. He birthday to celebrate 2 big birthdays on Monday. I got Bobby Jack's Faulkner's birthday. I got my granddaughter Quinn's birthday, who's turning 9. That I think I said 8. She'll be 9. And Lillian Sebastian's birthday is Monday. So happy birthday, kids. I hope everybody's doing okie dokie on as we near Christmas. And it's what, a week away, 8 days, something like that? All right, the Tomcats in maroon tonight with white trim and numerals and lettering. Bracken County, the Polar Bears are in white tonight with blue. We'll give you the starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors, the Tomcats here on the scoreboard, they're 3-2. Coming off a 26-6 season a year ago when they lost in the first round of the state tournament to Covington Catholic. It'll be Xander Carter, 6'4" sophomore at 175. He's their leading point getter. 22 points a game, 6 rebounds, and nearly 2 assists. Asher Atkins, a 6'3" junior at 180. Asher averaging 7 points and 5 rebounds a game. Tucker Conway, a 6'2" senior, 10.8 points a game, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.4 assists. Ray Stabord, a 6'1" senior at 170. Averaging 11.8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. And Tristan Davis, a 6'3" senior at 170. Tristan averaging 10.5 points a game and 5 rebounds. So the Cats will start 3 seniors a junior and a sophomore, and Carter, Atkins, Conway, DeBoard, and Davis. So those are the Tomcats starters tonight, as we told you, in their new maroon uniforms with Ashland on the front and Tomcats on the side. All right, now for Bracken County, under fourth-year coach Adam Reed, they were 24-10 a year ago. They lost in the regional final to Clark County. There's no disgrace there. They got blown out, to be honest with you, 80-45. They love to shoot the three. They're 47% of their shots are three-pointers, and they hit them. They're hitting 38% behind the three-point line and 47% overall as a team, and averaging nearly 74 points a game. So they like to get it up and down the floor. Chase Archibald, a 5'10 sophomore, 11.8 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, starting for the Polar Bears tonight. Number 2, Caden Reed, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 17.8 points a game and 7.7 rebounds. Nash Jefferson, number 13, the 5'10 sophomore for the Polar Bears. Devontae Jefferson, a 5'9 junior, averaging 5 points and 5.5 rebounds a game. And I also see Austin Norton, a 6'3 junior, 6.5 points and 5.5 rebounds a game. And, of course, Blake Reed, their leading scorer, 5'11 junior, 28 points a game and 6.5 rebounds. So it's Reed, Archibald, Norton, and Jefferson for the Polar Bears. Ashland's going left to right on the dial. Let's play a little basketball. Our officials are from here in Central Kentucky. Don't know their names, and I'll be honest with you, I've only seen one of them before, and he seemed to be fair, best I can remember. All right, it'll be Carter going up at 6'4" against Norton, who's at 6'3". And the ball in the air and controlled by the Polar Bears, but Race DeBoard will chase it down and bring it across the timeline. DeBoard against Bracken County, going to play man-to-man. DeBoard setting it up out front, high post to Davis. Davis at the elbow here on the near side, looking, spinning. Gives in the corner to DeBoard. He spins, goes down low. Carter inside out to Conway, over his head and out of bounds. Turnover Ashland. Tomcats averaging only 11 turnovers a game, but they had 13, I think, on Tuesday night. But they're still putting their opponents up around 18 a game. And here come the Polar Bears with it. Reed, that's Caden Reed. Tomcats are going to start out in the 2-3 zone. Bring it to the near side of Archibald. High post to Devontae Jordan, and Xander Carter just stripped him of the ball. Here comes Carter all the way to Conway. In the corner to Adkins. He'll penetrate. Back out on top now to Carter. Swing it near side to DeBoard. DeBoard looks in, fakes left, goes right. He'll take it into the paint. Jumper from 10 is bouncing out. And a rebound by Blake Reed of Bracken County. Here come the Polar Bears with it. They look the zone over and gives to Caden Reed. Reed with it. Looking top of the wing here on the near side. He'll penetrate to the top of the key. Lose a handle on it. Penetrate. Give it now to Jefferson. Jefferson down the lane as it deflected away out of bounds. It'll stay with Bracken County. We played over a minute. No score. Bracken County basketball from their own end zone on the far side. It will be Caden Reed to put it in play. Younger brother Blake Reed, sophomores and juniors. They bring it in wide open down the lane. Lost the handle on it. That's Norton. Tomcats have it on the steal. Davis, Conway, Davis, far side to Carter. Swinging to DeBoard. Drives the baseline. Inside out now to Carter for his free ball try. It's no good. Rebounded by Archibald. Well, we played a minute and a half. Nobody can score. Here comes Blake Reed with it. He's got it top of the wing on the far side. Ashland in the 2-3 zone. Reed looks things over, goes right side to Caden Reed. Down low on the baseline, Archibald. Back out on top to Caden Reed. Caden Reed gives it now to Archibald. Now inside to Norton, to Jefferson, down to the baseline. And Tristan Davis just fouled Blake Reed. Davis will pick up the personal foul. I want to tell you that we can also hopefully get the score from the Kittens tonight. Stacey Davis's Kittens playing over in Lewis County, not far from here, against Lewis County tonight. Hopefully we'll get this score. We've got the Kittens and the Tomcats both tomorrow here on B97. Here's Norton to Jefferson, and in the far side, Archibald, 3 is good. And Bracken County lights it up with 6 minutes to go. It took us 2 minutes, but the Polar Bears lead it 3-0. Carter, DeBoard driving all the way. Inside out, Conway for the 3 in the tie. It's no good. Rebounded by Caden Reed of Bracken County. Here come the Polar Bears in a hurry. Reed all the way to the bucket, stops at 8, missed the shot. Tristan Davis claims the rebound over to DeBoard. DeBoard, ahead it comes to Conway. His 3 for the tie. He missed another one. Rebounded by Atkins. Ashland can't throw it in the ocean right now. Out to Davis and now to Conway. Swing it over to DeBoard. DeBoard, he'll try the 3. It's no good. Well, I guess we've tried a half a dozen shots so far and ain't made nary one. Here comes Caden Reed in the corner. A 3 by Archibald. No good. Rebounded by Carter. These teams can't throw it in the ocean. 5 minutes to go. Down the lane goes Atkins into the paint and gets fouled going there by Caden Reed, I think. Yep, his first personal foul. And they're going to give Asher Atkins 2. He's our best free throw shooter at 80% for the year. We played almost 3 minutes, and Ashland is yet to score. They trail it 3-0 here early in this one. Atkins, the junior, pushes it up and in. And we're on the board. It's 3-1. Atkins up with the next one. It's good. And it's 3-2. Bracken County with the basketball, and across the line, Blake Reed to Caden Reed over in the wing against a Tomcat 2-3. Looks things over, penetrates the elbow. Inside out to Reed. Now Jefferson for 3. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Carter. Here come the Cats, 3-on-2. Carter to the bucket. Floater up, no good. Rebounded Carter, put it up again, no good. Rebounded by Carter, lost it, and taken away by Jefferson. We are terrible from the field tonight. Here's Blake Reed with the basketball. Down low, and a steal by Carter. Turnover 3. Carter, 3-on-1 to the board. Lays it up and in on the other end. Nice assist there. And the Tomcats have their first lead at 4-3. Here comes Bracken County with the basketball. Reed to a high post now to Jefferson. Jefferson back to Reed. That's Blake Reed, cross court. Gives to Archibald. Archibald now to Caden Reed against the Tomcat zone. They set the high pick and roll, but nothing going. So Reed will take it down into the lane, inside out. Archibald for 3. Got it. He's got back-to-back threes, and we got a second lead change. It's 6-4 Bracken. Archibald comes in. He hits his threes 37% for the year, and that's number 22 and 23 already. Here comes the board. He'll look, go down into the paint, double pumps it up, miss the gimmick. And it's rebounded by Norton. Norton, the outlet pass to Jefferson. Down low to Blake Reed. Got it. And Bracken County's out to an 8-4 lead. That's enough for Brian Bonner. He'll call a quick timeout as the Tomcats fall behind after they led it 4-3. Bracken County has now scored 5 straight and lead it 8-4. And the Tomcats will call a quick 30-second timeout. Ashland basketball brought to you in part by King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family, the right place at the right time. Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care for all your family's medical needs. We're here for you. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy. We get results. Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community. Ashland Credit Union, earn money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. And Sloan Realtor at Paramount Properties. And Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community. Well, I've got a score from the Kittens. We have Ashland's Kittens leading. Who are they playing? Lewis County. They're up 35-23 at halftime. Good job, Stacy. Go. Here's Zander down the lane. He spins, turns. Asher Atkins open, doesn't take it. Carter will move into the elbow, push off, got by with it. Now to Atkins outside the arc. Now to Carter, swing it to the board. He'll penetrate inside out to Carter. Carter will go in for the shot, get fouled, and it'll go in. So he'll get them and one. And that foul is going to be on, I think, Jefferson, his first. Carter, who was our best free throw shooter going into last Tuesday's game at 85%, but struggled Tuesday night, now down to 72%, and he missed another free throw. Atkins with a putback, missed the gimme. Davis with the putback, got it, and he got fouled. Good job of the Tomcats going to the boards, count the bucket, and that foul is going to be on Norton, his first. We just can't buy one. I mean, we are looking at point-blank range and can't get the bucket to go. Cats tie it at 8. That's our first tie. Davis trying to put Ashland out in front. Missed it. Here comes Bracken County with the basketball. Across the line, Blake Reed. Ashland 2-3. Reed, cross-court pass to Caden Reed. Back to Blake Reed over his head and taken away by Davis. It's 3-on-1. Davis down the lane. He'll scoop it up, and it'll roll in. It hung, but it fell. And Ashland leads it 10-8, our third lead change. Here comes Bracken County. Caden Reed with the basketball out front. He'll take it down the right wing, looking, kills his dribble out to Blake Reed. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Over to Caden, down low, down the lane. Jefferson got wide open in that zone and put it up and in. Tie game at 10, our second tie. DeBoard will bring it across the line. Bracken County will fall back. They're going to play 2-3. Down DeBoard to the free throw line. Blows by the defender. Spins inside out to Conway. Now to Carter. Carter will take it up from the left elbow. That won't draw iron. Rebounded by Caden Reed. Here comes Bracken running. Reed all the way to the bucket. Lays it up. Missed it, but he got fouled. And the foul's going to be on Davis, his second. And Reed will go to the line for Bracken to shoot 2 with 2:28 to go in the first quarter. Caden Reed from the foul line this year. He's not very good. 57% has not scored tonight. 10-10 game with 2:28 to go here in the first. Nate Freeze will check in for Davis after Caden Reed shoots his first free throw. Reed, the sophomore, up. Barely draws iron. In comes Freeze, so he'll go in for Davis, who's in early foul trouble. Couple of 3 dribbles for 11-10, another lead change, our fourth. Atkins inbounds to the board. Bracken County will fall back. Now they're going to play a little man-to-man. Here's the board out to Carter. He's struggling tonight. Now to Freeze and over to Conway in the wing. Conway looking back straight away to the board. The board penetrates, can't shoot, backs it out on the dribble. Out near center line, 2:10 to go in the first quarter. The board, they clear it out for him. He'll take it down low to Freeze. He'll back his way in and put it in. He had a bundle of those on Tuesday night. Ashland regains a lead at 12-11, our fifth lead change. Here comes Blake Reed from 35 feet. Air ball, Tomcat ball. He crossed the timeline and was just inside the center circle and let it rip. I mean, he's outside the volleyball. Inbounds to Carter. They're picking, Jefferson is picking DeWard up everywhere. Now Carter spins right, goes left. He'll try another 3. Missed another one. Freeze with a rebound. Inside out to DeBoard. DeBoard behind the back dribble. We reset the offense. Ashland up by 1. DeBoard, high pick and roll to Freeze down the lane. Lays it up, and he got fouled going to the bucket. And this one's going to be on Norton, his second. Tomcats had great success on Tuesday night against Boyd County with a pick and roll. Freeze and DeBoard locking up. And DeBoard had 8 assists in that contest. And Freeze ended up with like 12 points. All right, Freeze will shoot 2. His first free throw is good. His first make of the year. How about that? His first free throw of the year. Cats up by 2, 13-11. That's our biggest lead. Now he'll get one more. Will Nate Freeze? It's up, and it's good. 14-11. Ashland up by 3. Freeze off the bench with 4 points. 90 seconds to go in the period. Here comes Caden Reed. Stops, top of the key to Blake Reed. Cross court to Caden Reed against the 2-3 zone to Blake. Blake takes a dribble back over to Caden Reed on the far wing. Against that zone, looks things over, penetrates, goes in, and gets fouled going to the bucket by Conway. Conway's first personal foul got called for reaching. At 1:17 to go in the quarter. Ashland leading 14-11. It'll be Caden Reed with the basketball. Right baseline, looking to get in. He looks, slobs it way out to Blake Reed. Reed at the center circle. Goes high post to Jefferson, goes down the lane against Freeze, spins, turns, walk with it, got by. Out front to Archibald. Archibald looking, goes back down. Turnaround shot by Caden Reed is good in the lane. Ashland lead at 1, inside a minute to go in the quarter. 14-13 Tomcats. DeBoard brings it across the timeline. Here at Bracken County High School, DeBoard back and forth, spins, turns in the corner. Conway for a 3, missed another one. Freeze tips it nicely to DeBoard. DeBoard down low to Carter, who's wide open. Great assist. Xander gets the bucket. It's 16-13. Ashland back out by 3. Here's Bracken in a hurry. Blake Reed to Caden. Down into the paint. Turnaround by Jefferson. No good. Rebound Asher Atkins. Looks for the outlet. Decides to bring it up for himself. Asher's going to go inline to inline. Lay it off the glass and got it. Good job by Asher. It's 18-13. Ashland by 5. We're at 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes Blake Reed. Goes to work and nearly gets stripped. He'll throw up a prayer. It's not answered. Rebounded by Jefferson. Went in there among the tall timber and got it. Blake Reed at 6, at 5 down the lane. Scoops it up and in. Nice move by Reed. 18-15. 1 second. DeBoer from half court at the line. It nearly went in, but it didn't. But at the end of one, it's Ashland 18 and Bracken County 15 here on B97.
McMeans Pharmacy has been in business since 1987. Stop by either of their locations in South Point or at their new location.
Book with Ashland leading at 18-15. Their biggest lead has been 5. Bracken County's biggest lead has been 4. We've had 5 lead changes and 2 ties. Second quarter starts. It'll be Bracken County basketball when we get going. One player in foul trouble. That's Tristan Davis for the Tomcats has 2. Norton has 2 for Bracken County. It's Freeze and Carter, DeBoard, Conway, and Adkins. The Tomcats are our stat man, Matt Anderson. Where are you tonight? When I really need you tonight, you're not here because we have no stats. But I would venture to say Ashland probably didn't shoot 30-35% in that first quarter. They shot poorly and did not hit a 3. Here comes Caden Reed down into the paint, penetrates the zone. Blake Reed inside out 3 is good. That'll tie the ball game at 18. Here come the Cats. Freeze to the board to Conway to Adkins. Drives the baseline. Double pumps it up and in. Asher Adkins on the night was 6. It's a 20-18. Cats back out by 2. Caden Reed will work the point. I think they're going to go inside out to Big Brother. They go down low. This time wide open inside. Putting it up and in is Archibald. He was wide open. He got behind the zone. We tied at 20. The board running downhill. He'll penetrate, stop, look on the far side to Adkins to Conway, back out to Adkins. Adkins lob down low to Freeze. He gets behind the defense and gets an easy one. 22-20. Ashland by 2. Minute gone here in the second quarter. Caden Reed runs a point for Bracken County out front. Lobs it near side to Blake Reed in the corner. Archibald Golf try another 3. Got another one. He's got 3 threes on the night with 11 points. And Bracken County has regained the lead at 23-22. Carter drives the baseline, gets cut off. Out to Freeze. He'll try a 3. Way short. Rebounded by Caden Reed. Here comes Bracken up by a point. Reed into the paint. Got by with a walk. Goes to Blake Reed. Reed spins, turns, back over to Caden. He'll penetrate inside the arc. Put it up at 10 feet. No good. Rebound Asher Atkins. The outlet to DeBoer. Don't have the numbers. DeBoer pulls back for a 3. Step back, no. Rebound Carter, yes. Tomcats regain the lead at 24-23. 7 lead changes as we seesaw back and forth. Here comes Bracken County. Blake Reed way out on the wing. Cross-court pass. He gets it to Caden Reed. Reed drives the baseline. Cut off. Inside out now to Jefferson. Blake Reed for 3. Nope, missed one. Rebounded Asher Atkins. The outlet to Conway. Conway ahead to DeBoard. Here come the Cats. DeBoard will penetrate. Go behind the back. Look for some help. Lob it in the corner for Carter. Carter will penetrate, go down into the paint to Freeze, through his hands and out of bounds. Only Ashland's second turnover of the night. Cats lead at 24-23 at 5:49 of the first half. Lucas comes out. I didn't even see him in the game, sorry. And Colin Combus, his 5'6" junior, is in for Bracken County. All right, Combus got it out front now to Caden Reed. Caden Reed around the arc to the near side. They set the high pick and roll. He penetrates and backs it back out. Down by a point. Gives it to Jefferson. Jefferson looks in. James Mayor checks in for the Tomcats as well. Forgot to tell you. As Nate Freeze went out. Got a little breather. Blake Reed and Caden Reed just playing pitch and catch out front. Tomcats still in their 2-3. Here's Caden Reed. Penetrates into the paint. Inside out 3 for Archibald. Missed one, thank God. Mayor tips it to DeBoard. Here come the Cats. Mayor in a hurry. He's going to go coast to coast. Inside out to Carter. Carter goes down the lane, gets fouled going up. And this foul is going to be on maybe Archibald. Yep. Nope. Jefferson, his second. Xander Carter goes to the foul line to shoot 2. He's 0-1. He's really struggling from the foul line. He went 4 of 9 the other night, so he's 4 of 10 here of late from the free throw line. He's a much better shooter than that. Ashland up by 1. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. There was no JV game tonight. There was a girls' game. Carter up, bounced it in. It hung and fell through. Bracken County beat Villa Madonna by about 50. Out goes Jefferson, and in comes Buchanan, I think. Yep. Carter got that one. 26-23, Cats by 3. Caden Reed across the line against a Tomcat 2-3 zone. Reed will penetrate top of the key, go double pump it, and over in the corner, wide open, 3, got it. And that one is by Buchanan, who just checked into the game. Buchanan only his second 3 of the year. Tied at 26, DeBoard coast to coast. He'll lay it up and in. 28-26, Cats by 2, 4.5 to go in the half. Here's Blake Reed, the free throw line, inside out. Caden Reed goes inside the arc, goes in against Mayor, puts it up. Mayor blocked it. Rebound Atkins to Conway. Conway over to DeBoard. DeBoard back down low, and he threw it away. Here comes Reed the other way. Goes to Caden Reed. He'll put it in. Tomcat turnover turns into 2 for Bracken County. We're tied at 28. DeBoard will walk it across the timeline. Bracken County going to try and play man-to-man. And I mean Mayor at 6'10", just and throws Blake Reed down the lane. Asher Atkins with a great reverse move, put it up and in. 30-28. Cats by 2 at 3:50 to go here in the first half. Blake Reed, top of the wing on the far side in front of the Tomcat bench, looks things over. Brings it back out to center circle, still on the dribble, and gives to Caden Reed. Ashland in there 2-3. Here's Caden Reed with it out front. Behind the back to Blake Reed. Reed's going to penetrate, go up at 12 feet. No good short. Got his own rebound, though. Nice hustle. Put it up and in. He just out-hustled the Tomcats. 30-30. Tie number 7. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard to Carter. Carter looks things over. He'll penetrate. Looks for Mayor. Nothing going. Back to the near side to Conway. Conway cross court to Atkins. He'll try the 3 ball. Got one. We finally got our first 3 of the game, and it's a big one. Cats up 33-30 by Asher Atkins, his third 3 of the season. 3 minutes to go. Ashland by 3. Here comes Blake Reed with it. Against a Tomcat 2-3. Goes down low, inside out to Combus. Combus knocked it away, or Mayor knocks it away out of bounds. It'll stay with Bracken County at 2:53 to go in the first half. Bracken County basketball from their own end zone on the far side. They trail it by 3. Looking is Archibald. Still looking. Better hurry. Finally gets it in to Combus. Combus now to Blake Reed, directing traffic out front. He'll back it out near center line. Over to Caden Reed in front of the Tomcat bench. Reed will look it, kills his dribble, goes to Archibald. Turnover over Mayor, no good. Rebounded by Carter. Carter looking for the outlet pass, gets double teamed, splits the defenders on the dribble. Carter down central, leaves it over to Atkins, in the corner of the board, driving all the way. Inside out Conway for 3. It's good, but it won't count. We got a charge on the board. His first foul, and turnover number 4 for Ashland. Conway hit his first one, doggone it, but it didn't go. On the board, 2:26 to go in the half. With Bracken County trailing 33-30. Here comes Caden Reed with it. Reed behind the back dribble, just stands on top of the big BC at midcourt. He'll look back to the near side to Blake Reed. He'll penetrate, go into the elbow, can't shoot. And a pushing foul or reach foul on either Mayor or Conway. It's going to be on Conway, his second. That will bring in Cam Davis, the freshman, 6 foot. Averages 2 points and a rebound a game, and Conway will sit for the last 2:10 of the half. Ashland leading 33-30. Caden Reed now from the left baseline will put it in the corner, wide open for 3. Buchanan missed everything. Rebound tipped around, and Carter goes and gets it. Down floor to DeBoard. DeBoard chases it down in the corner for his 3-ball try. No good. Rebound chased down and out of bounds. It'll belong to Bracken County as Atkins knocks it away. Minute 57 to go. Out goes somebody. Nope. Freeze is going back in, and Mayor will come out. All right, here comes Caden Reed now to Blake Reed. He'll penetrate into the paint, can't shoot. Through the lane with a pass now to Archibald, to Caden Reed. He penetrates that zone. He can't shoot. Back out to Blake Reed. He'll go into the free throw line and charge over Freeze. Yep, good call. Blake Reed's first personal foul and turnover number 4. Minute 40 to go in the first half. Ashland leads it 33-30. Tomcat basketball. Atkins will inbound it to DeBoard as Bracken County will pick up half court man-to-man. DeBoer takes his time as he crosses the 10-second stripe. Wings it left side over to Carter. High post to Freeze. Freeze to DeBoer. DeBoer open. Doesn't take the shot. Now he'll look and bring it back out on the dribble. Lob into Carter. Knocked away out of bounds. It'll belong to Ashland. Last touch by Caden Reed. Minute 21 to go. Time called by one official. For what reason? Oh. We're ready. DeBoer will put it in. Looking. Brings it into Carter way out front at center line. Ashland up by 3. Xander going to penetrate. He'll go all the way to the hole. Kisses it off the glass. Missed it. Freeze tip. No good. Rebound by Archibald to Bracken County. Getting good looks. Just won't fall. Tomcats can't buy one tonight. Blake Reed down into the paint. Whoop, got by with another walk. Throws it off the glass. No. Rebounded by Asher Atkins. He walks a lot and gets by with it. Here's Asher Atkins all the way in. Gets it in the corner to Carter, and Carter gets pushed out of bounds by Caden Reed, I think. Yep, his second personal foul. So that'll put Carter at the Tomcat foul line to shoot the bonus. Carter 2 of 3 from the foul line tonight. Missed his first, hit his last 2. Ashland leads it by 3. Their biggest lead has been 5. It's been a tight one from the start. Carter's up, bouncing in. Got the shooter's roll. He'll get another one. 34-30. Xander Carter puts Ashland out. Couple of dribbles from the sophomore on his way again. Roamed out. Rebound tipped out to Freeze, but a foul on Atkins, they say. Atkins is on the back of somebody. It's a common foul. Bracken County will keep it with 53 seconds to go. Trailing it 34-30. First foul on Asher. He's having a big night tonight, too. He's in double figures. It was 9-11 of Ashland's 34. Out Combus and Buchanan for Bracken. Back in Jefferson and Norton. Both playing with 2 fouls in the last 50 seconds. Ashland in the 2-3 zone, up by 4. Caden Reed across the 10-second stripe. Just dribbling in center circle. I guess they'll wait for one. Down to 38 seconds, and Caden Reed's content just to stand there and dribble. Down to 34 seconds. Reed to Reed as they play pitch and catch, down to 28 seconds. Near side to Jefferson, 24 seconds. Now to Caden Reed out front at center line at 21. Far side to Blake Reed at 18. Back to Caden straight away. Ashland still in their 2-3. He'll stand with 12 seconds to go. Let's see what kind of clock management they got. They go into the paint. We got a timeout with 9 seconds to go by Adam Reed, the head coach. He'll call a quick 30-second timeout as Ashland leads at 34-30. Only thing in doubt is how many they'll lead by at half. It could be anywhere from 4 down to 1. Tomcat basketball brought to you in part by Ann Sloan Realtor at Paramount Properties. Ashland Credit Union, earn money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy, we get results. By Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care. For all your family's medical needs, we're here for you. Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community, and King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family, the right place at the right time. 9 seconds to go. It is Bracken County's ball on the far side of midcourt, with Ashland leading it 34-30. And it will be Blake Reed to put it in play. He slaps and he looks. And he looks and brings it into Caden. Double teamed and fouled. Ooh. Looks like the board had a good pick, but they pick up his second. Conway's on the bench with 2, as in Tristan Davis, and now the board picks up his second, and at the line, Caden Reed to shoot the bonus. But not a madman to foul because he's only hitting 57% for the year from the foul line. With 8 seconds to go, he's 1 of 2 tonight, pushes it up and in. He earns the bonus. 34-31. Combus and Lucas back in for Bracken County. Out go Norton and Jefferson. One more for Caden Reed. He can bring the Polar Bears to within 2. It's up and in. 3 for 4 tonight. All right, they're bringing in the board. He's in a hurry. Crosses the timeline at 6. Gets it out front to Asher Atkins. Straight away 3. Bounced out. Carter had it, lost it, and that'll end the first half. At the end of one, it's Ashland 34 and Bracken County 32. We'll be back in just a moment here on B97.
Confused by all your Medicare options? We can help. A dedicated licensed Fidelity Medicare advisor can give you clarity around parts A, B, C, and D, multiple plan options from trusted carriers, and year-over-year support. To learn more, visit fidelity.com/Medicare support.
A rebel took to the streets. He recruited others to join him. They quit their jobs, left their families, and swore allegiance to him. They roamed the hood, challenged authority, and made a lot of people uneasy. Community leaders feared them. Religious leaders abhorred them. Law enforcement labeled them outlaws. We have to shut them down, they said. Get them off the streets. Protect our communities from these troublemakers. But they weren't part of a gang spreading hate and terror. They were spreading love.
Jesus was wrongly judged. He gets us, all of us. Visit HeGetsUs.com.
It's the Tomcats halftime show on B97.
Tomcats lead it here at half, 34-32 here at Bracken County in Brooksville, Kentucky. Tomcats got out to an 18-15 to lead. At the end of one, Bracken outscored them 17-16 in that second to cut it to 2 here at half. At 34-32, there were 7 ties in the first half, the last one coming at 30, and 7 lead changes. Bracken County's biggest lead was out of 4 at 8-4. Ashland's biggest lead was out of 5 at 18-13. Tomcats lead at 34-32 here at halftime. We'll come back and look at the first half scoring because my dear friend Matt Anderson, who normally keeps the stats for me, well, he didn't make it tonight. So we'll do that. Come back in just a few minutes. We'll go over the Pikeville Invitational Tournament pairings and the AIT pairings as well here on B97.
Hey, guys. This is Keenan Thompson. I have a problem with you. Yes, you. None of y'all told me that AutoTrader has millions of new and used cars that I can shop from home. I thought we were friends. I put smiles on your face, but I'm not smiling. No one told me that with AutoTrader, a dealer can deliver cars to my home or that I could shop by price on AutoTrader. No one. Consider this friendship that you just learned we had officially over. Finally, it's easy. AutoTrader.
Looking for a job? Want flexible hours? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is now hiring all positions. Come join our rapidly expanding team. Apply in person at any Triangle area Bojangles or apply online at join.bojanglesrdu.com. That's join.bojanglesrdu.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Eager to work and motivated to succeed? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is an equal opportunity drug-free employer.
Elizabeth City, also known as the Harbor of Hospitality, also known as North Carolina's best kept secret. Start the day with a stroll through downtown and a fresh pastry or two. Paddle the Albemarle Sound, explore historic sites, or go brewery hopping to sample the local flavor. Then it's off to dinner with a waterfront view before you set out on a brand new adventure the next day. Elizabeth City, where there's something for everyone and everyone's welcome. Plan your next getaway at visitelizabethcity.com.
All Free Clear Mega Packs have 2 times the cleaning ingredients compared to a regular pack and are also gentle on skin. Using All Free Clear Mega Packs is easy, convenient, and gives you the confidence to conquer any laundry load. Buy All Free Clear Mega Packs today, 100% free of dyes and perfumes. Tough on stains, gentle on skin.
The Twinkling Sugar Plum Fairy joins an army of toy soldiers in Clara's dream during Carolina Ballet's The Nutcracker. Presented by PNC Bank, magician Rick Thomas brings his magic to the stage in this must-see tradition that reminds us holidays are a time where we gather and dreams come true. Come dream again with Carolina Ballet's Nutcracker, December 10th and 11th at DPAC, and select dates December 16th through the 24th at Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Get your tickets at carolinaballet.com.
It's never been easier to communicate with people, but it's never been harder to know which platform you're supposed to communicate on. Here's a simpler solution. With Call, Meet, and Message all in one app, RingCentral makes communication easy. With all that connectivity in the palm of your hand, you can work from anywhere, with anyone, at any time, and never miss a beat. Because when it comes to communication, simple is better. Learn more at ringcentral.com. RingCentral. Simpler communications.
Cartier, Rolex, Gucci, Prada, Jordan, Adidas, Bottega Veneta. At eBay, it's real or it's getting the fake out. eBay's team of luxury authenticators make sure that you never get faked over. Watches inspected by watch aficionados, sneakers checked by legit sneakerheads, handbags examined by handbag connoisseurs, and jewelry in the scopes of expert gemologists. The details inspected, the fakes rejected. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal with eBay's authenticity guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
Tire Ford Mustang. Did you know one of the most important keys to success on the track and for safe driving on the road is having the right pressure in your tires? Properly inflated tires are essential to help you get the best gas mileage and keep you driving safely. Check your tire pressure at least once a month or stop by your local tire retailer for an air check.
A message from the U.S. Tire Manufacturers Association.
We may be thousands of miles apart, but we can still connect. And when we do, we make things better. At Child Fund, we connect children all around the world with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. Together, we co-create connections that help millions of children who live in poverty worldwide, and their families, and their communities, and you. Join us. Together, we can make the world a better place. 2 small worlds at a time. Visit childfund.org to learn more.
Check out my new time machine.
Does it work?
Hit the button.
Hey, it's Napoleon.
Oui. Check out the future.
Hey, you have a nice house. Why don't I?
You didn't save any money, buddy.
If only there was a way I could go back in time and fix that.
Yeah.
Save something for the future. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Captain Jim Palmersheim, the Managing Director for American Airlines Veterans and Military Initiatives. More than 60% of my colleagues that fly jets for American are veterans or have served in the Guard or Reserve. The loyalty, dedication, camaraderie, all attributes that I think put our veterans ahead of the rest of the pack. It's all about hiring smart and hiring vets. Veterans and businesses can join the movement at iHeartRadio.com/showyourstripes, powered by military.com and monster.com.
Find out how you can continue acting independently while in the comfort and security of a home at the Village at Riverview. See everything in the new community, including apartment-style living and opportunities to engage with others. The Village at Riverview Assisted Living Facility, Barboursville.
Are you or someone you know thinking about cosmetic surgery? Whether it's a tummy tuck, breast reduction, or augmentation, call Dr. Stephen Miller for a consultation. Just call 304-399-2222 to schedule your appointment and consultation.
Your home for the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
Ashland leads at 34-32 here at halftime. Both teams. I can tell you about the Pikeville Invitational Tournament. The Tomcats are playing in this week. It starts Tuesday with 4 games. Ashland plays a 7 o'clock game on Tuesday night in Pikeville against Harlan's Green Dragons. Harlan right now is undefeated at 6-0, playing very well out of the 13th region. If the Tomcats win, then they will play Wednesday at 8:30. If they lose, they'll play Wednesday at 4. It's one of those tournaments, just like the AIT, where it's double or it's place tournament, and that's the way it is. So hopefully the Tomcats can get a win over Harlan on Tuesday and play at 8:30 on Wednesday night. But if they don't, then they'll play Wednesday at 4, and they will play either the winner of or the loser of Lexington Dunbar and the same Bracken County team. So we could see Bracken County next week in Pikeville at the tournament and play them again. The AIT, of course, starts on December the 28th with 4 games. At 2:30, the lid lifter Perry County Central against Lincoln County. At 4 o'clock, Collins against Blue Ridge out of Virginia. The 7 o'clock game has the host Tomcats against Simon Kenton. And the 8:30 game has Carmel out of Virginia against Lexington Henry Clay. 4 more games on the 29th. At 2:30 and 4 o'clock in the losers bracket. 7 and 8:30 in the winners bracket. 4 more games on the 30th. With place games, the 7th place game at 2:30, the 5th place game at 4, 3rd place at 5:30, and the championship at 7. So that's the way those tournaments line up. Tomorrow we'll be on the air for a boy-girl doubleheader. We got the girls' game at 3:30. It'll be Ashland against Round County. Stacy Davis and her crew taking on Round County tomorrow at 3:30. We'll be on the air for that one about 3:15. And then tomorrow night the Tomcats will host Fleming County. Ashland with the ball to start the third. It's Conway, Adkins, Davis, Carter, and DeBoard. Carter from 5 feet, in and out, won't go. Got his rebound, got it. Carter had 9 in the first half. He's into double figures with 11. Cats up 36-32. And here comes Caden Reed across the timeline. Near side to Blake Reed. Tomcats still in their 2-3. Swing it left side. Over to Archibald, who's hot. He had 11 points in that first half and 3 threes. Here's Norton in the wing, looking out front. DeBoard kicks it. Just seconds in. Archibald led Bracken County in the first half with 11. Ashland's leading scorer was Adkins with 11. Caden Reed across the line against the Ashland zone. Bounces near side now to Jefferson. Jefferson to Blake Reed. Down the lane. Loses the handle on it. Picks it up. He'll fake, go up. Scoop shot up and in. Nice move. He's in double figures with 11, and it's 38-34. Ashland by 4. Tomcats' biggest lead was at 38-32. Here comes the Tomcats with it. Minute into the third. DeBoard over to Conway. Conway to Adkins. Swing it near side to Carter. Carter spins, turns, drives the baseline against Jefferson. Goes up at 8 feet. Got fouled, no call. Rebounded by Caden Reed. Fishing's been pretty good, though. Here comes Reed down the lane, coast to coast. Nice feed to Norton. He puts it up. No good. Carter fouled him his first. Norton to shoot 2. The first one's up and in. He's a 60% free throw shooter. Both teams not committing a lot of turnovers. Ashland had 4 in the first half, as did Bracken. Of course, they had that one a moment ago where DeBoard, as Norton hits them both. And Bracken County's pulled them within 2 at 38-36. Here comes DeBoard with it, out front, top of the key, looking. He's going to penetrate, go up, give it to Adkins, and he bounces it off his leg and into the hands of Reed. Reed now to Jefferson. Bracken County with a chance to tie. Over to Blake Reed, maybe take the lead with a long one. Over to Archibald, back to Blake Reed in front of his bench. Top of the wing, looking, backs it back out on the flank, and cross courts the pass now to Jefferson against that zone. They pass around the perimeter. Now to Archibald. Archibald looks down low, taken away by Carter. Good steal for the Tomcats. Turnover number 6 for Bracken. Here comes Carter in a hurry. Stops, loses a handle on it, picks it up near side to Davis. In the corner it goes to Conway. Conway looks things over. He'll go with a long one. It's good. Boy, if we can get him hot, we'll be all right. 41-36, the Tomcats lead it by 5 at 5:45 of the third. Here comes Reed to Blake Reed, and he'll put it up in the lane and in. 41-38, Cats by 3, 5.5 to go in the third. Carter with it out front. Dribbling, gives it up to DeBoard. DeBoard looking. Bracken County in a man-to-man. Back to the near side it comes to Carter. He'll drive the baseline, feed it nicely to Adkins. Reverse layup, missed it. Here comes Reed. He'll go one-on-one against DeBoard, and, they say DeBoard fouled him, his second. No, it's his third, I'm sorry. So DeBoard picks up his third with 5:13 to go here in the third. It'll be a common foul. Bracken County will keep it down 41-38. Caden Reed brings it in wide open. Jefferson got loose from somebody, and he put it in. 41-40. 3 minutes into the third. The Cats up by a mere point. Race to board with it out front. Dribbling right side to Carter. Carter drives the baseline all the way in, goes up with his shot, and gets hammered by Jefferson. His third. That'll put Carter back at the foul line for Ashland to shoot 2. He's 3 of 5 from there tonight, so he's still struggling. The Ashland Kittens, thank you, Jamie Sellers, leading Lewis County. Nope, it's a final now. Ashland defeats Lewis County tonight. The Kittens 60-43. All right, Carter, the sophomore, pushes the first one up. Good. We just didn't. I don't have my stats. Boy, I miss you, Matt Anderson. I'll tell you that. And without the statistics, but we didn't. We shot free throws 7 of 10 in the first half. But I bet we didn't hit 38% in the field. Carter got them both. 43-40 Ashland. Inside 5 minutes, here comes Caden Reed. Down back door, nicely done. Beautiful reverse play up by Norton. He got behind the defense. 43-42. Here comes Carter, who's going to run the point out front. Cam Davis, by the way, is checked in for the board, who's on the bench with 3. Davis cross court to Conway. Now to Carter, down deep in the corner. He'll come back out, give it to Davis. Davis looks, fakes left, goes right. He'll fall away with a 12-footer, air ball. Foul on the rebound. It's going to be on Asher Atkins, I think. Yep. He pushed somebody inside. Common foul. Bracken will keep it. But they trail by only 1. A chance to regain the lead with 4:28 to go in the third. Caden Reed across the line. Cats in their 2-3 zone. He's in the wing on the near side. Penetrates to the free throw line all the way. Fall-away shot. No good. Coming out. Rebound Atkins. And it now goes out of bounds. They're going to give it to Bracken. Last touch, they say, by Atkins. It looked like he knocked it off Jefferson and out of bounds, but didn't get the call. 4:15 to go in the third. Bracken County ball. Underneath the bucket on the far side. It'll be Jefferson to inbounds it. He looks, brings it in to Archibald. Double-teamed and trapped and fouled by Asher Atkins. He picks up 2 quick ones. And Asher's just picked up his. Nope, that's fouls on Carter. My fault, his second. So, and again, it'll be Bracken County underneath the bucket far side. Looking to get it in. Caden Reed to Archibald down deep in the corner. And out to Jefferson. Ashland up by 1. Bracken with the ball and chance to regain the lead. Here's Archibald looking, pivoting. Goes down low to Norton on the block. Spins to Caden Reed. Inside out to Blake Reed. Reed will set the high pick and roll, and nothing going, so he'll back it out center circle. Looks things over. Back to the near side of Caden Reed to Norton along the baseline. Give and go to Jefferson. Inside out Archibald for 3. Got another one. He's got 4 of those bad boys, and we got a next lead change. It is 45-43. Bracken County by 2. Here's Conway for the 3-ball answer. No. Davis with the rebound and taken away by Blake Reed. 2-on-2. Down the other way. Reed inside out and throws it away. Turnover Bracken County. That's their 7th. Bracken County leads it by 2 with 3:26 to go here in the third. Conway will put it in play over on the far side in front of the Bracken bench at backcourt. Brings it into Carter. The board on the bench with 3 fouls. So Carter will run the point. Bracken County in a man-to-man. Here comes Zander. He'll look things over. Bring it near side to Conway. Conway looking. High post to Davis. Davis bounces near side to Carter. He'll try the 3-ball. Nope, won't go. Rebound tipped out. Right into the hands of Reed. Ahead to Archibald wide open and got it to go, and he got fouled. They got the breakaway, and he put it up and in, so he'll go to the line for and 1. And Atkins will pick up his third now. And with 3:02 to go, Bracken County has their biggest lead of the night at 47-43. One shot here for Archibald, who is a 100% free throw shooter. He's not missed this year. 6 of 6 and make it 7 of 7. 3 the hard way. Bracken to their biggest lead right now at 48-43. Inside 3 minutes to go in the third. Here comes Carter. Carter over to Davis. Davis straight away to Atkins. Swing it near side to Conway. Conway will deal it off to Davis along the left baseline. Double teamed and trapped. Back out on top now to Atkins. Atkins dribbles over to the far side. He'll penetrate. Go in the corner to Conway. Back to Atkins. He'll try a 3, and it'll be good. Asher nailed a 3 from the deep right corner. It's 48-46. Cats have cut it to 2 with 2:30 to go in the third. Reed's got it. That's Blake in the wing. He'll penetrate to the elbow. Shot up and in. Got 15. It's 50-46. Bracken by 4. 2:20 to go. Here's Davis. Davis into the paint. Spins, turns from 8 feet. Bouncing out. And it's rebounded by Caden Reed. And here comes Bracken. Reed in a hurry. Stops, goes to Blake Reed. Back down into the paint he goes. Puts the shot up. Carter blocked it. Carter has a rebound. Carter up the far sideline ahead to Atkins. Atkins going to go all the way to the bucket. Lay it up and miss it. And it's rebounded by Archibald. Down to Caden Reed all alone. Got the run out. Put another one in. And Bracken up by 6 at 52-46. That's their biggest lead of the night. Ryan Bonner's seen enough. Timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on B97.
Looking for a job? Want flexible hours? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is now hiring all positions. Come join our rapidly expanding team. Apply in person at any Triangle area Bojangles or apply online at join.bojanglesrdu.com. That's join.bojanglesrdu.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Eager to work and motivated to succeed? Then it's Bo time. Bojangles is an equal opportunity drug-free employer.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
Bracken County out to the biggest lead of the night now at 52-46 over the Tomcats. As we told you, the Kittens were winners tonight. Stacey Davis and her club winning this evening as they defeated Lewis County on the road. And they will host Round County tomorrow at 3:30 at the Anderson Gym. We'll be on the air for that one. As the Kittens now improved to 6-1 on the season. Their only loss coming to Pikeville on the road. All right, Conway brings it into Carter. Tomcats need a bucket in the worst way. Carter across the line, freezes in. Carter will go all the way to the bucket, lay it up and in. Just blew by the defenders. Got that bucket, 52-48. Cats need to stop down 4 with a minute and a half to go in the third. 2-3 zone employed by Ashland. Caden Reed down on the back door. Down the lane, Caden Reed. He mooses a gimme. Rebounded by Freeze. Freeze up to Carter. Carter across the line. They got to stop. Can they capitalize? Adkins inside out to Carter. Carter can't shoot. Looks back to Adkins. He'll let go with a long one. It's way off the mark. Rebounded by Bracken County. And a foul on Freeze, his first. Well, team fouls are terribly uneven here in the second half. We have 6 and they've got 1. Officiating is stinking it up. But we're not going to get any breaks, I can tell you that. Here comes Blake Reed, Bracken up by 4. Just over a minute to go in the third. Over to Caden Reed. Back to Blake. He'll penetrate into that zone, put it off the glass and in. He just flew by the defender. 54-48. Bracken by 6 again. Tomcats headed the other way, and Carter gets bumped and fouled. Foul is going to be on Norton, his third. Tomcats have it on the common foul, trailing by 6 with 55 seconds to go in the third. Cam Davis to put it in. He'll lob it into Freeze way out the elbow on the right side. Back to Carter. Carter fakes left, goes right, and gives to Conway. Conway back out to Carter from way out. It's good. He nailed that bad boy. 54-51 cuts the lead in half. Here's Blake Reed to the bucket. Spins down the lane to trailer. Caden Reed's got an easy one. 56-51. 36 seconds to go in the third, and Ashland down 5. Here comes Carter across the line at 25. They isolated him. Now Cam Davis drives the baseline, lays it up, missed it. Man, the rebound, missed it. Gimme. Rebounded by Norton. Ahead to Blake Reed. Reed's going to go to the bucket and lay it up and in. Biggest lead of the night for Bracken now at 58-51. 10 seconds. Down the lane, Carter. He missed a gimme. Rebound Norton at 6. Norton heads to the other end. Here's Archibald for 3 at the horn. It's short, and that'll do it for the third. At the end of 3, Bracken County has a nice 7-point cushion, 58-51. We'll be back in a moment here on B97.
Confused by all your Medicare options? We can help.
Your home for the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
Bracken County with their biggest lead here at the end of 3, 58-51 over the Tomcats, who struggled when DeBoard went out of the game with his third foul. He's going to have to play. That's all I got to tell you. And Blake Reed went crazy in that third quarter. He had 10 points, so he's got 19 for the night. Bracken County ball as we start the final 8. It'll be Norton, Reed, Archibald, and Jefferson. The Cats will go with DeBoard, Adkins, Conway, Carter, and Freeze. Jefferson will put it in play. He'll bring it into Caden Reed. Tomcats still in their 2-3 zone. Caden Reed was out front between the rings. Looking, bounces left, comes right to Archibald, back out to Reed, and over to Blake Reed. Blake Reed back out to Caden Reed. He looks back over to Blake Reed. Back and forth, they pass it with 7:40 to go. They're taking their time. Don't blame them. They got the lead. Why shoot it? There's Caden Reed, high post to Jefferson. Jefferson at the foul line, inside out, Archibald for 3. Got another one. And it's a 10-point Bracken County lead at double digits. They're starting to pull away. Here comes DeBoard. Picks up his dribble. Needs some help. Finds it in Conway. Just a minute into the fourth, but the Tomcats down 10 now. Conway over to DeBoard. Drives the baseline. Double pumps it up and missed it. Rebounded by Freeze to Carter to Conway. Back to Carter. Carter will penetrate. He'll spin at the free throw line. Inside out to Adkins. He'll go down into the lane off the glass and kisses it in. Ashland gets it back down to single digits, 61-53 with 6:50 to go. Tomcats are going to play man-to-man now. They've abandoned the 2-3 zone. Here comes Caden Reed with it out front, guarded by DeBoard. Spins it in the corner to Blake Reed. Back out now to Jefferson. Jefferson heads to the far side, still dribbling out between the rings. Takes it down the left side by Conway, and we got a pushing foul on Conway maybe. I think. Yep. Conway his third. That puts Bracken into the bonus. Ashland been whistled for 7 fouls in this half. Bracken County 2. What's that tell you? 1-1 here to Jefferson, the 75% free throw shooter. First foul shot of the night. Bounces out. Rebounded by Adkins. We've got a shot here now. We're down 8. Got to make a little run. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard stops, kills it, over to Conway. He'll try the three. Short. Rebounded by Jefferson of Bracken County and over to Caden Reed. 6:20 to play in this one. The Bracken County leading 61-53. Here comes Caden Reed with it. He looks, goes to Blake Reed down the lane against Atkins, pushes it up, rolled out, rebound Freeze. Freeze, the outlet to DeBoard. Don't have the numbers. DeBoard's going to pull it up in the wing. Bounces out to Atkins. He'll try a long three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Carter. Right back up and in, and he got fouled by Norton. So we get the N1 or as Norton picks up his fourth, and Carter will get the N1 try. For the Cats, who've cut it to 6 at 61-55 with 5:58 to go. Carter tonight from the foul line, 5 of 7. Got to have another one. Adam Reed complaining to the official over there to no avail. Put it up and in. Trims the lead to 5 at 61-56. Ashland on a little run of their own as they've cut it in half. Here comes Caden Reed through the lane, inside out to Blake Reed. He'll take it into the paint to Caden Reed, pushes it up, no good. We got a foul on Freeze as he pushed Blake Reed going to the bucket. Freeze is second. That'll put Blake Reed at the foul line. Is a dandy free throw shooter at 72.9. He'll get the bonus. 18 fouls on Ashland, 3 on Bracken County. Buchanan will check back in for Bracken County, and Norton will go out. At the line will be Blake Reed with 19 tonight in his first attempt at the free throw line. For the Polar Bears, he pushes this one up, and it's good. Earns a bonus. 62-56. Tomcats have been on a 5-0 run, so I'll stop that bleeding and get it back out to 6. One more for Reed. It's up, and it's in and out and back in. 63-56. Here comes Carter with it. Front of his bench down to DeBoard. DeBoard looks for the pick and roll to Freeze. Nothing going. So he'll back it out between the rings. Over to Freeze down low. Pushes it up. Got to give me. Nice assist there from DeBoard. 63-58. Ashland lead trails by 5. Caden Reed into the lane. Goes up for the shot and got fouled going there by DeBoard. His fourth. Race DeBoard just picked up his fourth with 5:23 to go. He may have to go to the bench. And that will put Caden Reed at the foul line for Bracken County, and he will shoot the 1-1. Yep. Asher Atkins having to retie his shoe, stops the clock. Freeze will go out, and Tristan Davis will come in. Caden Reed at the foul line tonight, 3 of 4. He's got the 1-1 coming here. 9 fouls against Ashland, 3 against Bracken County. Terribly officiated. After I bragged on them in the first half, in the second half, they've basically stunk it up. Here's Reed's free throw up, and it's good. He'll earn the bonus. 64-58. 8-point Bracken County lead. Trying to make it, or a 6-point Bracken County lead. My arithmetic's a little off. Trying to make it 7 as he pushes the sophomore up. Missed it. Rebounded by Carter. Well, the Cats can get 2 for 1 here and cut into the lead. Here comes Carter. Carter will penetrate, go to DeBoard. DeBoard in the wing. Looking, dribbling out front. Give and go to Carter. Carter will step out for a three and miss an air ball. Rebound by Ashland and tipped away and out of bounds by Buchanan. Oh, terrible call. That is awful. That is terrible. Buchanan was the last to touch it, and they're going to give it to Bracken County. That was god-awful. 5 minutes to go. He's got rabbit ears, too. Here comes Caden Reed, gets it to Blake Reed. Ashland man-to-man now. Blake Reed against Atkins all the way to the bucket, lays it up and in, and Atkins fouled it. After Atkins' fourth foul, Blake Reed will get the bucket in one try. 66-58, Bracken County by 8 with 4:54 to go. Don't get me wrong, Bracken County's got a nice team, but they've got a lot of help here in the second half. Here's Blake Reed up and in. Three the hard way, set 9-point. Bracken County lead, 4:50 to go. Cats need buckets and stops. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard picks up his dribble, lobs it to Carter, and hey, we got a foul on Bracken County. A foul on Jefferson, his fourth. But that's their fourth team foul to have. We're a long way from the bonus. From here on out, Bracken County will shoot the double bonus. Cumbus in and Jefferson out for Bracken. Ashland wants a timeout with 4:44 to go, trailing by 9 here on B97.
Looking for a job? Want flexible hours? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is now hiring all positions. Come join our rapidly expanding team. Apply in person at any Triangle area Bojangles or apply online at join.bojanglesrdu.com. That's join.bojanglesrdu.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Eager to work and motivated to succeed? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is an equal opportunity drug-free employer.
Enjoy the magic of the holidays with the Nutcracker, presented by PNC Bank. The Nutcracker we know and love returns to the stage, having been re-envisioned by artistic director Zalman Raphael for today's audiences, while staying true to its historic roots. Experience new costumes and redesigned sets that will celebrate this iconic ballet, playing December 10th and 11th at Durham Performing Arts Center and the 16th through the 24th at Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Tickets available now at CarolinaBallet.com.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
4:44 to go in this one. 67-58, Bracken County up by 9. It'll be Tomcat ball. DeBoard underneath his bucket on the far side will trigger. Lobs it into Carter. Xander looking now out front to Davis. Davis looking, bounce over to DeBoard. DeBoard in the wing, brings it back out between the rings. Penetrates to the free throw line, down into the paint, shuffles it up, won't go, but he got fouled, and he'll shoot two. Cumbus is the personal foul maker. His first, and DeBoard will shoot two. His first trip to the foul line tonight, he's not a great free throw shooter, 65% for the season. Has 4 points tonight. For the senior, DeBoard up, good. 67-59. DeBoard can cut the lead to 7 with 4.5 to play. We need Mr. Conway to get hotter than a pistol. He bounces that one in, too. 67-60. Tomcats full court pressure now. Bring it into Blake Reed. Reed heads up floor, splits the defenders on the dribble all the way to the inline. Stops, reverses it to the near side to Buchanan. Buchanan goes into the lane, shot up and in. 69-60, Bracken by 9 with 4:15 to play. DeBoard inline to inline, inside out. Here's Atkins for 3, air ball. Rebounded by Caden Reed. Reed down the lane to Cumbus, lays it up and in, and he got fouled by Tristan Davis. He'll get the bucket in one, will Cumbus. And Bracken County has blown it out to an 11-point lead, their biggest at 71-60. Cumbus can add to it as we're midway through the fourth and final. Colin Cumbus, a 5'6" junior. He's a little feller, but made a good play there. Got a good feed pass from Caden Reed. Cumbus up, and that's a brick. Rebounded by Carter. Tomcats need buckets. Here's Carter. He'll penetrate to DeBoard. Penetrate. Look it. He looks against a Bracken man-to-man. He'll stop straight away 3, short of the mark. Rebounded by Bracken County's Caden Reed coming out of there with it. 3:45 to go. Bracken County with a nice 11-point lead. Here comes Blake Reed by Atkins. Lays it up and in. We've got nobody can guard that cat man-to-man. 73-60. Bracken County by 13. Out front, the Tomcats turn it over. Their 6th turnover of the night. Down the lane, Caden Reed gives to Blake Reed. He'll spin down into the paint, walk with it, no call. Archibald for 3. Got another one. He's got 6 tonight. Bracken County is just blowing Ashland out of here. It's 76-60 with 3:20 to go. Timeout, Ashland. We'll be back on B97.
Hey, Tomcat fans! Would you do anything to support your Tomcats? Earn Superfan status with an Ashland Credit Union Tomcat debit card. ACU makes it easy to support your Tomcats without changing your spending habits. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your Tomcat card, you earn free money for the school at no cost to you. The more you swipe, the more ACU donates. Be a Superfan and get your Tomcat debit card today at 1300 Central Avenue in Ashland. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
From music and food to sports and the arts, you'll find different festivals and events every week in Cincinnati, USA. Stay close to CincinnatiUSA.com.
Your home for the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
Just 3:20 to go in this one, and the lead is insurmountable, to be honest with you. Bracken County leads us 76-60. Tomcat basketball when play resumes. Bracken County got outscored in the first, but outscored Ashland in the second by 1, 17-16. A big advantage of 9 in the third, 26-17. And now leaded by 16. Davis inbounds to DeBoard. Bracken County man-to-man. Tomcats need buckets in a hurry. DeBoard down into the paint. Spins, turns to Carter. He'll go down the lane, put it up no good, tip it up and in. 76-62, but not only we need buckets, we need stops. Here comes Caden Reed, inline to inline, lays it up and in. He just outraced everybody. Nothing we could do about it. 78-62, Bracken by 16. Here comes DeBoard down the lane. He got it, and he got fouled by Combus, his second foul. So DeBoard will get the bucket in one try here for the Cats, who trail it 78-64. DeBoard has 8 points tonight, looking for number 9 and trying to pull Ashland to within 13. With just 2:53 to go, it's an insurmountable lead, and he got it. 78-65, I'm sorry. Inbounds to Caden Reed. Reed up the far sideline against Adkins. The 2 Reed boys and Archibald, too much for us tonight. Here comes Blake Reed down the lane, shuffles it up, blocked by Carter, and a foul on Carter. His third. That put Blake Reed at the foul line for Bracken to shoot 2. He's perfect 3 of 3 tonight. He's got 23. Archibald has 23. Caden Reed has 14. Shot up and in. 79-65. Combus out. Norton back in. Jefferson in for Bracken, and out goes Buchanan. 79-65. Polar Bears. They took control in that third quarter and never looked back. Next one good. 80-65. Down 15. Trailed by as many as 16. Here comes DeBoard. To Carter. Spins in the lane with a 5-footer. Swish. 80-67. Caden Reed down the lane. He'll go to Archibald. Back out to Caden Reed. Drives in all the way. Pushes it up. No good. Davis fouled him. Tristan's fourth. And Caden Reed will go to the foul line for Bracken to shoot 2. Caden Reed from the foul line tonight is 4 of 6. With 14 points. He's got one more. Pushes it up. No good. Officials over here explaining to Tristan Davis why it was a foul. Like you know what you're doing, buddy. You're no coach, I can tell you that. Made the second one. And your officiating's got a long way to go too, pal. 81-67, here's DeBoard. Out front for Ashland. Spins, down low to Carter. He'll push it up, and he'll get it. Nice assist from DeBoard. 81-69, 2 minutes to go. Bracken up by 12. Here comes Jefferson across the timeline. against Atkins. Spins to the top of the key, still on the dribble. Gives it over to Blake Reed. Reed against Carter. They clear it out for him, so he'll take it to the hole. Now back out, can't shoot. Needs some help. Double dribble, no call. Now to Archibald. Archibald to Caden Reed with 1:45 to go. Down into the paint goes Caden Reed with a floater. It's short. Rebound tipped around. Norton's got it for the Polar Bears to Archibald, who put it in. He's got 25, 83, 69, 90 seconds to go. Ashland down 14. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard with it out front. Got to shoot some threes, fellas. Conway to Carter. Carter, he'll step out for the three ball and miss it. And it's rebounded by Caden Reed with 1:15 to go. Reed all the way to the baseline. Now to Blake Reed. Reed's got it. Drives that left baseline out front to Caden Reed. Reed in the corner. Back out to Archibald. To Reed. He'll step out for a three, and he'll hit it. Bracken blowing Ashland out of here. 86-69. The biggest lead at 17. Inside a minute to go, and you can hear the Bracken County fans on their feet. Here comes DeBoard. DeBoard down to the baseline. Cut off. He'll try a long three. He'll miss it. Rebounded by Blake Reed with 40 seconds to go. Reed down to Caden Reed, who's wide open on the back door. Got the bunny. 88-69. Blowing Ashland out of here by 20. 30 seconds to go. Carter spins down into the paint. Follow-away shot, no good. Rebound chased down nicely by Jefferson at 20 seconds and fouled by Atkins, and he's done. Atkins will foul out with 21 seconds to go. Asher had a pretty good game, 6-8. He had 16 tonight. Good game for Asher, but not enough. As Bracken blowing Ashland out of here, leading 88-69. Out goes Conway and Davis as well. Tyson Lalone will check in, as will Caleb Clark, Braxton Jennings, Sam Lyons, and Connor Messer. So the Tomcats clear their bench. At the line, Jefferson to shoot the double bonus. First one's good. And now there's the 20-point lead, 89-69. One more for Jefferson to make it a 21-point lead. Is up and might as well count it. 90-69, blowing Ashland out. Here comes Jennings at 18 seconds. Trailing by 21. Jennings from 25 feet. That's not close. Rebounded by Bracken County, and they'll just dribble it out. Bracken County will win it tonight. Final score, Bracken County 90, Ashland 69. They outscore Ashland 32 points in that fourth quarter for Bracken County, while the Tomcats had 18. 32-point quarter for Bracken. They win it. They improve to 6-1. The Tomcats fall back to 500 at 3-3. Final score again, Bracken County 90. Ashland 69 here on B97.
At T-Mobile, we believe people deserve more without paying more. For a limited time, get 4 iPhone 14s with their amazing cameras on us and 4 lines for $25 a line.
It's like expecting one Caroline.
Deck the hallway.
And getting a choir.
Switch and get 4 iPhone 14s on us with eligible trade-ins and 4 lines for $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and auto pay plus taxes and fees for well-qualified customers with 4-line minimum. If you cancel service before 24 credits, credit stop and balance and required finance agreement for all devices is due. See T-Mobile.com for details.
Looking for a job? Want flexible hours? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is now hiring all positions. Come join our rapidly expanding team. Apply in person at any Triangle area Bojangles or apply online at join.bojanglesrdu.com. That's join.bojanglesrdu.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Eager to work and motivated to succeed? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is an equal opportunity drug-free employer.
The Twinkling Sugar Plum Fairy joins an army of toy soldiers in Clara's dream during Carolina Ballet's The Nutcracker. Presented by PNC Bank, magician Rick Thomas brings his magic to the stage in this must-see tradition that reminds us holidays are a time where we gather and dreams come true. Come dream again with Carolina Ballet's Nutcracker, December 10th and 11th at DPAC, and select dates December 16th through the 24th at Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Get your tickets at carolinaballet.com.
And now the Tomcats post-game show on your home for Ashland Sports, B97.
Well, a good old butt whipping here tonight at Bracken County after a tight first half. The Tomcats led at the end of the first quarter 18-15. They led at half by 2. 34-32, but then Bracken County exploded in the third and just bombed us in the fourth, as Bracken County outscores Ashland 58-35 in that second half. It was 26-17 in the third, and then 32-18 in the fourth. Our defense went somewhere. It wasn't here in Brooksville, I can tell you that. Might be left out there at the AA, and their three big studs did it tonight. They're not big. I mean, Caden Reed is 5'10", Blake Reed is 5'11", and Chase Archibald is 5'10". And they combined, well, let me see. Let me do some quick arithmetic tonight as they score 90 points, and those three young men contributed 71 of the 90. So there you go. Better than 70% of their points were from Reed, and Archibald. And leading the attack was Blake Reed, came in averaging 28, and he got his 28 tonight. Caden Reed came in averaging 18 tonight. He got 20 tonight. But the man that killed us was Chase Archibald. He came in averaging 12, which is a good average, and playing good good basketball. And he bombed us for 6 threes tonight, 23 points. Norton had 4, Combus with 2, Buchanan 5, and Jefferson 5. For the Tomcats, they had 2 in double figures. Xander Carter with 27, Asher Atkins with 16. Tucker Conway had but 3. Ray Stabord had 9. Tristan Davis with 4. Nate Freeze had 8. Mayor and Cam Davis scoreless for the Tomcats, who had a nice lead at 6 at 38-32. But Bracken County went crazy and just whipped us here tonight, 96-9. The Cats fall to 3-3. The good news is we can bounce back because we got another game tomorrow night at 7:30 against Fleming County. Bracken County improves to 6-1. Their next game is Saturday against Augusta right here at Brooksville. So they'll host Augusta tomorrow night. Ashland will be hosting Fleming County. And we could see this team again down in Pikeville. They're in the same bracket with us. Ashland will take on Harlan on Tuesday night at 7, while Bracken County will face Lexington Dunbar at 8:30. If we win and Bracken County wins, we'll play again Wednesday night at 8:30, or if we both lose, then we'd play Wednesday afternoon at 4. So we could see this team again down in Pikeville in the Pikeville Invitational Tournament. All right, we'll come back. Don't have any stats for you to tell you. Ashland didn't shoot it well tonight, and they should have out-rebounded Bracken County, but I'm not sure they did. They should, because Bracken County is a very small team, but I'd say we probably got beat on the boards as well. And the Polar Bears beat the Tomcats 90-69. We'll come back and talk and chat with Coach Ryan Bonner in a few minutes here on B97.
Looking for a job? Want flexible hours? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is now hiring all positions. Come join our rapidly expanding team. Apply in person at any Triangle area Bojangles or apply online at join.bojanglesrdu.com. That's join.bojanglesrdu.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Eager to work and motivated to succeed? Then it's Bow time. Bojangles is an equal opportunity drug-free employer.
Enjoy the magic of the holidays with the Nutcracker, presented by PNC Bank. The Nutcracker we know and love returns to the stage, having been re-envisioned by artistic director Zalman Raphael for today's audiences, while staying true to its historic roots. Experience new costumes and redesigned sets that will celebrate this iconic ballet, playing December 10th and 11th at Durham Performing Arts Center and the 16th through the 24th at Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Tickets available now at CarolinaBallet.com.
32 nations, 64 matches, and 1 destination. X1. Tune in to the FIFA World Cup on Fox and FS1 with X1, so you don't miss a goal, save, or epic moment from this year's tournament. We've got live matches, highlights, and recaps. Plus, when your team scores, celebrate by turning up iHeartRadio's Jock Jams music playlist and hear all your favorite stadium anthems. Xfinity is everyone's World Cup destination. Say World Cup into your Xfinity voice remote.
Cartier, Rolex, Gucci, Prada, Jordan, Adidas, Bottega Veneta. At eBay, it's real or it's getting the fake out. eBay's team of luxury authenticators make sure that you never get faked over. Watches inspected by watch aficionados, sneakers checked by legit sneakerheads, handbags examined by handbag connoisseurs, and jewelry in the scopes of expert gemologists. The details inspected, the fakes rejected. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal with eBay's authenticity guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
Bracken County runs away with it tonight, 90-69 over the Tomcats. The Kittens were winners tonight. They beat Lewis County 60-43. Coach, I don't know what happened in the second half. We a good first half, but they outscored us 58-35 in that second half. We didn't have any answers, did we?
No, they've got some offensive firepower. We saw that on film leading up to this game, and they did a good job of adjusting against our 2-3 in the second half. They started sending cutters through the middle, and it was putting those little guards one-on-one with our middle guy, and we had a hard time containing that. And then when we decided it was time to get out of that zone, we couldn't keep the ball in front of us because those guys were just too quick getting downhill.
Right.
So, again, credit to Bracken County. They're a great basketball team. I think they're a top team in the 10th region. I think this was a great learning experience for us moving forward. But the most important thing is that we stay together as a team and as a locker room, because we got to turn around and play a good Fleming County team at home tomorrow.
And they say, Coach, if you don't win, then you learn. What can we or could we or should we learn tonight?
Well, we got to when we do this, because there's going to be times throughout the season where we're going to have to guard man-to-man. But and we have to do a better job of containing the ball and keeping it in front of us and forcing tough shots without fouling. And because we sent them to the line way too much tonight. But and offensively, I think in the second half we could have shared the ball a little bit better. That's something that we'll continue to work on. But I focus so much on the defensive side of the basketball, especially given that we gave up 90 points tonight. That's not like us as a basketball team. So we got to get better when we decide that we're going to guard man-to-man.
And that's our big emphasis right now, would you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
When a team scores 90, and we played some pretty good teams, and this was our worst whipping.
Yeah. Tonight. Yeah, it's so hard mentally coming off the high of that win at Boyd County against a district rival at their home court, with all the whatever you want to call it, the surface around that game, coming off the high of that win. Can you maintain that level of energy and focus going into that Friday game?
Yep.
And that was something I was concerned about. Going into this game, and I thought the second half we just couldn't get the job done defensively.
We didn't shoot it real well tonight. I don't have the stats, but I don't think we shot over 40%. We just didn't shoot it well tonight.
Yeah, and on top of that, we couldn't get stops.
Right.
We couldn't get stops. We did a really good job in the first half of containing the Reed brothers for the most part, but in the second half, again, especially when we decided to go man, they just drove us.
Yeah.
We couldn't match up with it.
The two Reed kids and Archibald killed you. They combined for 71 of their 90 points.
Yeah.
And they just laid it on you.
Yeah, they have, I think, two of the best guards in the Reed brothers in the 10th region. There could be an argument for Jerron Morton at GRC, but as far as a two-guard combo, I think they are the best in the region and probably across the state. We saw two really good players in them, and they proved tonight that they're one of the top teams in the state.
Yep. Well, here's the good news. In basketball, you don't have to fiddle around and soak around in it and all that kind of stuff, you bounce right back. So you got a game tomorrow against Fleming County where you can prove your worth, I guess.
Yeah, and they're going to come in well prepared, and they're going to come in wanting to win that basketball game. You know, Buddy Biggs is a fantastic basketball coach and a mentor of mine, and this game means a lot to both of us. And they're a good team. They're a top team in the 16. So we cannot lay down. We cannot, go into this game tomorrow thinking that it's just going to be handed to us, because it by no means won't. And I told our guys at the end of this game, the most important thing is that we stay together as a staff, as a locker room, as a program. We have to stay together, because if you're not in a storm, you're on your way to one. You know what I mean? And it's how you weather that storm and how you handle it that's going to determine the outcome. And we can't lay down. We can't point fingers. We have to continue to stay together as a program.
I think it's a good way to do it. And you get a quick turnaround. What do? You practice a little bit, watch some film tomorrow?
We'll watch film. I'll be watching film tonight, probably late into the night, and then we'll get our guys in tomorrow morning at some point for a shoot around, and get on film and walk through and all that stuff to get ready for Fleming County.
Okay, Brian Bonner, best of luck. We'll see you tomorrow night at the Anderson Gym.
All right, thanks, Dickie.
Okay. Coach Ryan Bonner of the Tomcats, as Bracken County beats them up pretty good tonight, 90-69. The Cats fall to 3-3. Bracken County goes to 6-1. We got a doubleheader, boys, girls doubleheader for you tomorrow at the Anderson Gym. We invite you out. By all means, if you can't be listening here on B97, it'll be the Ashland Kittens are coming off a win tonight. They beat Lewis County 60-43. They're now 6-1. They'll face Round County, who is 4-2. Tomorrow, that one tips off at 3:30. And then tomorrow night, the Tomcats will be hosting Fleming County, who are at home tonight against Russell. Fleming, I think, is 5-2, not counting their game tonight. So Buddy Biggs has got that program turned around, so we're going to have to play a lot better than we did tonight to try and get a win tomorrow night at home at the Anderson Gym. And we sure invite you out, because this is our last home game before the AIT, which is before Christmas or after Christmas. We're on the road next week for 3 games in the Pikeville Invitational. And then Christmas comes, and then Christmas goes, and the AIT is here. So it's 90-69. Bracken County wins it over Ashland. For Scott Hessen back at the studios, and Coach Ryan Bonner, this is Sticky Martin. Good night from Brooksville, Kentucky, here at Bracken County High School on B97.
This has been Ashland Tomcats basketball on B97.